Hey everyone! Today we're going to be taking a look at Google Flights. Now this is a really great website for finding cheap tickets, especially if you know how to use it. And there are 3 specific tools that Google Flights has that we're going to be going over today that are especially helpful. So to get started, we want to make sure that all of our information is entered correctly. So this is going to be a round trip for one person, and we're going to leave from Salt Lake City, which is my home base. And now we're going to choose a destination. So let's pick London. It's something I've been looking at recently. And we're going to select all airports because this gives us more of a chance of finding better deals that might be at different airports. All right, and that automatically populates some ticket options below. You can see the average here is about $1,200, which is standard for flying from Salt Lake to London. But I know we can get a better deal. Now, really quickly, I want you to note this green price right here. That one is the cheapest price on this page. So Google Flights does this nifty thing where it will put all of the cheaper flights in green, standard flights are in black, and more expensive flights are in red. Okay, so let's go look for some cheaper tickets. This first way we're going to use is just with the date selection tool. So this is a really easy way. We're going to scroll down to August, which is when I'd like to take my trip. I like August because it's when the tourist season starts to die down, so everything is a little bit cheaper, but it's still warm enough that I can have some fun. So you see I've selected August 2nd, and these prices that have populated are the cost of the ticket if I choose to return on that day. So if I choose to come back on August 8th, my ticket will be about $1,200. But again, we're here looking for a deal. So let's deselect that and look at some other options. Now, if we come back on August 25th, it's only $935, which is a much better deal. So you can do that. You can play around in the month. Let's say I wanted to leave not quite that early. Let's say I want to leave on the 10th and come back on the 25th. $857. That's even better. So we're going to select that for now and say that's the ticket that we want. So the date selection tool is really simple and easy to use, but there is a lot of clicking in and out. So let's look at those other 2 options. The first one, or the second one rather, that we're going to look at is this date grid. So scroll down a little bit and select it. Now this is my favorite tool because it's just like this matrix of prices based on departure and return dates. So you can see we've already selected August 10th, so our departure date is up at the top, and August 25th as our return date, which is on the right here, and both of those are highlighted in blue. So let's say we want to see if we can find a cheaper ticket or maybe just something where the dates work a little bit better. Right now we're going to be gone for 15 days, which I think is a good time for a trip, but maybe work won't let me go that long or something. So let's just scroll through. Again, you can see green is for cheaper tickets, red is more expensive, black is pretty average. So right now my departure date is getting later. So we've got the 13th, 14th, and 15th right now. Let's say I want to keep my trip a little bit longer, so I'm still going to scroll down a little bit. Now, I'm not really finding anything much better than the $857 that we've got. If I wanted to come later, I've got the same price here, leaving on August 18th and returning on the 31st. So let's say those dates work better, so we're going to select it. So again, that's my favorite tool. It's really fluid and easy to use. You don't have to reset anything. You just scroll through, look for the green numbers, and see if the dates work for you. Now, the last option that we have is the price graph. So again, you're going to scroll down, select price graph right here. Now, this is based on the length of your trip. So first off, let's take a look at this box right up top. You can see our departure date is the 18th, return date is the 31st, price is $857, and this is a 13-day trip. So these bars down at the bottom indicate price. The higher the bar, the more expensive. The lower the bar, the cheaper. So we're going to scroll through and see if we can find anything lower than $857. So far, no go. We can keep going Again, usually as you get into these later months where it's colder, everything will be cheaper. See, we've got a $7.97, so that's really good. But again, I don't want to go when it's quite that cold. I want to go when it's a little bit warmer. So what we can do is go back to our original price, which was, I think, the 18th. Yep. So let's play with this a little bit. Let's say we'll bump it up. Ooh, I can go for one more day for the same price. That's good. Let's go as many as 16 days. Looks like the same price. We'll go back a little bit, same price. Okay, so we're not finding anything really cheaper than $8.57. But if you wanted, you could keep playing with these dates, change it to a shorter trip or a longer trip if you wanted. 16 days is a good amount. That gives me 2 full weeks to spend in London with 2 days of full travel. So let's select this option and we are good to go. So those are the 3 different ways that you can look for tickets on Google Flights. Again, this is a really awesome tool, especially if you start looking 3 to 6 months in advance. That will give you time to monitor your prices and wait for the best deals so you can snag them as soon as they come up. Thanks so much for watching and happy travels.